my backstory in a nutshell. I've been wanting to vlog for a while. My videos will not be high quality. I'm not British. And I can't edit videos for my life, so all of my videos will probably be done in one take. Also, I've decided that this will be my vlogging outfit. It's a Harry Potter Snuggie. Make of that what you will. Okay, so, I was going to do an introductory video, like, to my channel, or whatever, but I decided not to do that, mainly because what has really been on my mind lately has been, the Kony 2012 movement, that went viral yesterday, done by Invisible Children, and I won't go into the specifics of what the criticisms have been raised of Invisible Children, mainly because there are a lot of people doing that. I just really want to talk about, I guess, my response to those criticisms, and maybe if I can track down some links, I will link to some things in the doobly-doo down there. I don't know, I've never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. But anyway, and I guess the biggest and most important thing for me is that I don't want the call for advocacy to lose its strength just because there are lots of people being negative about it. Like, I just don't enjoy it when people just bash the entire movement because they say that Invisible Children is corrupt. And I've known about Invisible Children for years, and this is kind of the first time that I'm kind of hearing about, you know, the extent to which they seem to be corrupt or not corrupt or whatever, and to me that's not the most important part of this issue. Because Invisible Children is not the only organization that's calling for an end to the conflict, and that's calling for an end to the use of child soldiers in the war, and just Invisible Children is not the only answer, is all I'm saying. And so when people, and sure, Stop Kony 2012 or whatever is being spearheaded, I suppose, and was first suggested by Invisible Children, while that's true, I guess I don't want people to just relapse into apathy about the whole thing, because I've known about this issue for years, again, and I'm guilty of that. I heard once that they were in peace talks, and I was like, okay, and I just kind of let it go. And so I don't want a similar thing to happen to people now. I don't want people to be really up in arms about the cause, and then to hear that Invisible Children might be corrupt, and then to be disappointed, and kind of deflate, and then just let it go. Because I don't think that that's the way we should live our lives. Like, I don't think that we should be apathetic about this kind of thing, because the organization Invisible Children did not make up Joseph Kony. Joseph Kony is a real person who has done real and awful things to people, to children. And while Invisible Children has been accused of manipulating facts, they have not manipulated that fact, because Joseph Kony is real, and he has forced children to kill their families, he has forced them to mutilate people's bodies, and he has brainwashed them and turned them into soldiers, and has kept them for so long that they become immersed in this cycle, wherein then they eventually become the people abducting other children. And again, it's a cycle. That's how Joseph Kony has been able to perpetuate this conflict that has existed for over 25 years. And that is awful. And while it is a very complex topic that I don't think a 30-minute video could ever do justice to, the most important thing is that we stay involved once we become passionate. We can't just let it slide just because one particular organization isn't as, or just because that one organization might not be as perfect as we want it to be. Because, yeah, Invisible Children could be better. But I would charge you to point me towards one organization that doesn't have its flaws. And I'm not saying that that justifies anything, but I guess to me the most important thing is that just because we become disillusioned with a certain organization, I just don't want that disillusionment to be the cause of an entire social movement to just freeze. or disappear. I don't want it to be this internet fad where it for 20 minutes it's the popular thing to support the movement, and then after that we don't hear anything else. And so I guess for me that's the most important thing. Just don't become apathetic again, because these are children's lives, I guess, to me is the most important thing. And you don't have to support invisible children to stay involved. You can start your own organization if you want. Just you know, like I wrote in a comment on someone's video, the most important thing is not that we advocate through invisible children, but that we advocate. Period.